President Biden is expected to bring up Russia's increased aggression against neighboring Ukraine when he meets with Vladimir Putin tomorrow. Our Holly Williams spoke with Ukraine's president and got an exclusive look inside this conflict.
Well, this trench looks like something out of the First World War. Ukrainian soldiers are on this side and Russian-backed rebel fighters are about 300 yards in that direction. But some people say that this is the front line in a new Cold War that's brewing between Russia and the US.
We hitched a ride with the Ukrainian military to a corner of Europe where lush pastures have become killing fields. We hiked past decimated villages and through muddy trenches with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Less than 150 yards from the enemy, we were warned they could hear us.
And they go a little bit forward to see what's going on there, and for example, in May, 2 guys were killed by a sniper.
This war has cost more than 13,000 lives since it began in 2014. After protests toppled a government that was friendly to Moscow, Russia responded by sending troops to seize control of Crimea and backing an armed insurgency in eastern Ukraine.
The USA is a very long way from here. Why should ordinary Americans care what's happening here in Ukraine?
It can be tomorrow at their houses.
You're saying if Russia will do this here,
I don't know.
It might do it tomorrow in the rest of Europe.
Why no? Why not?
The next day attack America.
Why not? I don't know why not.
That may sound far-fetched, but experts say Russian hackers are using Ukraine as a testing ground, including attacking the power grid before using similar tactics in the US. And this year, tens of thousands of Russian troops massed at Ukraine's border, the goal apparently to scare an American ally and send a threat to the West. Away from the front line, President Zelenskyy invited us for breakfast with his parents. He grew up in this Soviet-style apartment when Ukraine was part of the USSR. He told us President Vladimir Putin has imperial ambitions for Russia to control its neighbours once again.
They don't want to make us free. Yes, to be the independent country. For them,
Volodymyr Zelenskyy is an unlikely politician. He rose to prominence as a comedian, playing a fictional president of Ukraine who contends with corrupt and powerful oligarchs. Ironically, the show served as a springboard for Zelenskyy's run for president in 2019 and a real-life battle against endemic corruption. We asked President Zelenskyy's father, Alexander, which career he preferred for his only child. Maybe comedy, he answered with a wry smile. In its fight against Russian-backed separatists, Ukraine's been supported by the US with money, weapons and training. But President Zelenskyy's chief of staff, Andriy Yermak, told us what Ukraine really wants is America's support to join NATO, giving his country more protection from Russia.
We hope and believe that our strategic partners, United States, help us and helps today, now, not tomorrow, not in 1 year, not in 2 years, now, because we need this help now.
In the US, there are fears that NATO membership for Ukraine could exacerbate tensions. But President Zelenskyy told us Ukraine is holding the line against Russia and deserves more support from its friends.
Many people here in Ukraine are sceptical that the summit meeting between Presidents Biden and Putin will change anything on this country's bloody front line. Holly Williams, CBS News in eastern Ukraine.